You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. 2022 free agency, and this is the first one. This is the first signing where I'm like, I don't know about this one. This was the first one out of all the signings we did this offseason. I'm like, hey, I don't know what we're doing here. Preston Williams, the unicorn, is coming back to Miami. Woo! 1 year deal that he can make up to $1.9 million. So that tells me it's less than $1.9 million, and it probably has some incentives in there. So it is the lowest of the lowest deal there is. And I'm gonna pass it over to you, Kadeem, and I'll come back because I don't want to steal your shine.
Yeah, I'm sure, like many Dolphins fans, we were high on Preston Williams. You know, his first, I guess, 2 seasons. Like, I didn't realize he'd been there. Was it 3 seasons now?
Yep.
I feel like it's 2 seasons, and it's 8 games per season. When he's on the field, it's flashes of brilliance. It's like, okay, this is going to be something. And then there's, oh, look, there's a drop. Oh, look, there's an injury. So I think we all naturally assumed thanks, but no thanks. We're going to move forward. I guess this is them just, you know, I guess making sure that if no other wide receivers come in, then they're not sure, I guess. But I really feel like you could have got a Preston Williams type of guy once free agency is completely, then there's guys, you know, looking for jobs, or late in the draft. And again, that's no disrespect to Preston Williams. It's just can't stay healthy, and there's drops.
Preston Williams is 6'5", 225. You cannot coach 6'5". You can't coach that. There are athletes who are 6'5", but there's always some type of caveat. He's not athletic. He's not agile. He walks like a giraffe. You know what I'm saying? You get a little flimsy the taller you get. Preston Williams is almost, I don't want to say the prototype, but when you're creating a football player, it looks like Preston Williams. When you create a wide receiver, you want your wide receiver to look like Preston Williams, falling out of bounds, making catches. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. The fact that he cannot stay healthy it sparks the cliche quote. The best ability is availability. Preston Williams has been on the Miami Dolphins for 3 seasons and has never played over 8 games in each of those 3 seasons. Has never played over 8 games. So here we are. We re-signed Preston Williams, but it's only for $1 million, basically. What that tells me, Kadeem, is, hey, we got to have some contingencies. So, yeah, we got Preston Williams. Yeah, we got Cedric Wilson. Yeah, we got I'm over here about to give us somebody because I wanted that person. Y'all catch the update. Y'all catch the update episode coming out shortly. We're gonna update everything that's going on free agency. But the reason you sign Preston Williams to this contract is because if the draft doesn't go your way and the receivers don't fall your way in free agency, at least he's there. At least you know what he's capable of, and you also know what to expect. You know not to expect much from Preston Williams, but you hope for the high side, right? Best case scenario is free agency falls your way, the draft falls your way, you get all kind of good receivers and people who got cut that you didn't expect to get cut, and you pick up Laviska Shenault. I had to tip my hand a little bit. And then you just cut Preston Williams, and it's only $1 million dead cap penalty. You see what I'm saying? So it's okay. Yes, we signed Preston Williams, and if we have to let him go, this is $1 million dead cap penalty that you can recoup from. You can recover in a year. Matter of fact, you won't even feel it, right? So I do get it, but once the draft is completed, that's when you look back and say, all right, let's see what this whole thing looks like, and let's see what we have here. But do not pull your hair out over Preston Williams getting re-signed, because one, I think everyone can agree he looks good. You know what I'm saying? He looks good at times. He has some great catches, but it's not consistent. He's not consistent. He's not healthy. And that's why I think everyone is against it. Best case scenario, it's to prove it. He comes out and says, man, I'm about to play 16 games, 17 games, and I'm going to look like the 6'5" receiver that I wanted to be all my career, because ultimately I want to get paid too. So don't think Preston Williams just wants to put on a Dolphins jersey to say, and be out the NFL next year and say, oh yeah, I remember that one time I played in the NFL. No, the man wants to play football. So hopefully he comes out, performs, and exceeds all of our expectations.
Yeah, and I think the incentives, might go some way to doing that. It's like, okay, if you can give us 8 games, here's X amount. If you can give us 12 games, here's X amount. If you can give us 10 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns might be a bit too much, but yeah, this isn't someone who wants to be on the sideline, someone who wants to be, on the outside looking in. This is a player who, has had to fight for every single snap. And, with a new coach and staff, he's going to want to improve. And plus, in the nicest way possible, where else is he going to go in terms of his film is going to show someone who has potential and upside, but that's what the draft is for. You can, bring in someone undrafted from the draft. The draft is only a few weeks away. So listen, I genuinely hope Preston Williams does pan out. And if he pans out in Miami, I would love it so much. But right now, the odds stacked against him based on what we've seen, in his 3 years at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Let me ask you something, Kadeem. This is a very interesting question. Take out special teams. All right. No special teams. You do not weigh out special teams when I ask you this question. 6th receiver on the roster, right? The very last receiver on the roster. Just receiver, not special teams. And you have to pay one of them $1 million to keep. Would you rather pay Preston Williams or Matt Collins?
Matt Collins. I just think Matt Collins, he's shown that when he's been called upon, he's performed. The drops aren't as bad. He's a lot more reliable. That's not even taking into consideration
special teams.
But yeah, this is Matt Collins. It will give you a 7 out of 10 performance. You know what you're going to get from Matt Collins. With Preston Williams, you just don't know. You might get a Preston Williams that's going to have a 2-touchdown game and be amazing. You might have Preston Williams that the first time you throw it his way, it's a drop and he's out injured. And I'm not even trying to take the mick at all. That's just how his career has been in Miami.
Listen, I like Matt Collins. Y'all know I like Matt Collins. But I got to keep it real on this podcast, man. If I got to pay one receiver $1 million for one season to be the 6th receiver on my roster, the upside of Preston Williams is limitless, bro. Like, when I look at Preston Williams, I see him being as good as Devontae Parker. When I look at Devontae Parker, I used to see him being as good as like an Alshon Jeffrey. You know what I'm saying? And then Alshon Jeffrey he didn't reach. He never plateaued. You know what I'm saying? So I see the upside in Preston Williams, and I'm pretty sure the front office sees all kind of spectacular stuff in practice. I'm pretty sure they look at him in practice and say, "Why can't you just get on the field?" You see what I'm saying? So I'm sure they see it. Mac Hollins, he's not a true wide receiver, bro. He's big. He has the body, but he's not gonna route nobody up. Apparently, Preston Williams not gonna route nobody up too, but he should be able to. So I understand if because I see Mac Hollins' improvement. Mac Hollins is a real receiver now. You know what I'm saying? He made it. He made it to actually looking the part. So my answer is, if I had to give $1 million to one person without special teams, it would be Preston Williams.
But then the counter question to that is, you have final play of the game. You want a 10-yard line, and you can only target either Preston Williams or Matt Collins, and the touchdown wins the game. Who you throwing the ball to? Preston Williams or Matt Collins?
That's tough. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a 50-50 chance Preston Williams catches that ball, and I don't like those odds.
Exactly.
But I literally seen Mac Hollins drop a ball when we needed it on the 1 yard line.
Oh,
i.e., hold up. The Vegas game when Ryan Fitzpatrick threw the ball to Mac Hollins on the 1 yard line, hit him in the chest, going to the floor, and he dropped it. So we didn't get in the box. So I've actually seen that happen. So that's why it's only a $1 million contract, to be honest.
But then I've seen Mike Gesicki had the ball go through his hands and hit him in the face. Like, I'm saying, like, we've seen, like, Gesicki had the best hands on the team. I've seen him.
Hold up. See, Mike Gesicki was running and falling backwards with three people in front of him when that ball hit him in the face mask. It's not like he was standing on the 1 yard line with his hands out, like, give me the ball, and it hit him in the face mask. He was falling back, and like it was he should have caught it, but it wasn't. It wasn't the Mac Hollins drop, and it wasn't some of the Preston Williams drops. Mike Gesicki got the best hands on the team. Don't invoke his name in this.
I'm just saying, I've seen Gesicki drop a ball. You're saying Holland will drop a ball. Fair enough. I'm saying, if I'm going game on the line, and I had to target either Hollins or Williams, it's Hollins every single day.
So Gesicki don't need to be in this then.
But you invoke drops, or not invoke drops. You said you seen Matt Collins drop a ball, and
that's because you brought up who you gonna throw it to on the 1 yard line. Yeah. So,
but by the way, have you answered the question yet?
I did.
Who is it? Hollins?
No, it's. Oh, I didn't answer the question.
Yeah, this guy. That's what I'm saying.
I did answer the question. You know what? For social media purposes, we're gonna do this. Game on the line. You're on the 1 yard line. Dolphin fans, who are you gonna throw the ball to? Either Mac Hollins or Preston Williams. I need to see y'all answers in the comments. Like, let's get those in the comments. This serious question. My answer. I'm gonna go Mac Hollins, though,
and that's why you give Mac Hollins the because when it comes down to it, and like games on the line, like, and especially the way the Dolphins have missed out on the playoffs by one game. If I'm gonna lose Mac Hollins, I need Preston Williams to not only be healthy enough to stay on the field, but like, dude, playoffs are out, Super Bowl or not, and you're telling me there's a 50-50 chance. I don't like those odds. I don't. And Matt Collins, even if he gives you a 75% chance, an 80% chance, it's better than 50-50. And I like Preston Williams. I signed him on my Madden team. He my number one receiver on my Madden team with the Lions. But dude, I'm sorry. I need you to catch the ball.
I'm gonna be real with you. This kind of says maybe the Dolphins are considering 6 actual receivers instead of Mac Hollins, because Mac Hollins is that 6th receiver, but he plays special teams. There's a chance Mac Hollins don't make this team, I'm not saying he doesn't. And I would be the first to tell you, I would be super excited to have Mac Hollins back in Miami. I need Mac Hollins back in Miami. If you want to keep 7 receivers on the roster, I'm cool with that too. I'm serious. So I need Mac Hollins on this team, but I just need more receiving options. When 3 people get hurt, I don't need Mac Hollins to be that receiver we go to. I love Mac Hollins for his special teams abilities and what he does for us, but I still need receivers on this team. Free agent update, man. Yeah. Keep the notifications turned on, man. We appreciate you guys. Y'all stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
It's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.